What is up, guys? This is AJ here from Fraser Comics on another episode of Fraser's Indie Talk. Alright, so today's episode we're going back to yet another indie game, and we are looking over Rainbow Friends. Okay, Rainbow Friends is created and developed by Roy and Charcoal, and again, it's another Roblox game. It's probably kind of one of the top 25 Roblox games of all time. It's got over 4.3 or 4 something billion visits on there now. It's insanely popular, excuse me. And there's only 2 chapters. We're only covering the 1 chapter for today, but for another episode, we'll do chapter 2 at a later time, probably later on this year or sometime soon maybe. But Rainbow Friends is yet another a survival and escape type of game. So I know it's been kind of pretty popular in the mascot indie horror games lately. So like Doors and Poppy Playtime. You know, Rainbow Friends kind of hits that, you know, criteria up there with them. I mean, there's a bunch of other ones too. But I'm not going to sit here all day listing all the great games that is all kind of that same area. So now, before we get into our little gameplay clip, here's something I want to show you guys real fast, okay? This video today is brought to you in part by Dubby, the energy drink you need to stay hydrated, motivated, and focused on everyday tasks. Check out their website today and explore what they have in store for you. Just make sure to use our special discount code FraserComics10 once you check out. Now let's get right into the gameplay clip, shall we? Alright guys, so here we are in Rainbow Friends. This is kind of like the main lobby area. And that's kind of my box of choice for when I'm hiding away. But anyway, so come over to this side of the lobby map and we'll go into chapter 1. Alright, so chapter 1. So as you can see, we're at kind of like looks like a high school. And then ready for the bus stop. So we just aboard the bus. We're on a field trip. We just wait until we get enough players to get going, and etc., etc. So yeah, you get to be on the bus. So which goes into this cutscene to Oddworld. And reminder to everyone that plays on certain platforms, this is not available for consoles. So I am playing this on my tablet. It's the only way that I could play these kind of games. So sometimes on Roblox there'll be some games available for certain platforms and some that are available for all platforms. So it just depends. Alright, skipping ahead, here we are. We are now playing. So as you can see on to my right there, we got to collect at least 24 blocks in order to complete this first round. So, and word of advice for each doorway, you never know what's going to come out of that doorway. You always got to kind of cover yourself with your box, because you never know if blue's going to come out, green or whatever, orange, you know, etc., etc. Whatever monster is going to be coming your way. Mostly watch out for blue, because he's the one that walks around the most since the first wave. So after the blocks that you collect, you come into the theater room, and then you just place it on the little table platform. As you can see there, someone had been caught because they weren't wearing their box or they weren't hiding away from blue. Here's another helpful tip. So we're going to zoom in here. That little white highlighted area, when it gets down to like your very last items, like 1 or 2 maybe, then it's going to start highlighting some of those items where they're at, so that way the players can go directly to that location and get it. Alright, next round we're going to be dealing with green, as well as adding another challenging aspect to the second round here. Alright, this time we are collecting food packs, and we've got to get a total of 15. And as usual, with every item that you collect, you've got to go to the theater room. That's where you're going to be putting it back on that table platform. Only this time there's going to be food dispensaries. Keep in mind this round, green, see, you got to watch out for him, because he can't see you, but he'll feel you. The minute he'll feel you, you're done for. So it doesn't matter if you got the box or not. So if he'll even just touch you within an inch, he'll get you. Alright, skipping to the third round, and as you can see, we have another challenging aspect, is watch out for the vents, because now you're going to be dealing with purple. Okay, third round, we've got to collect at least 14 fuses, and once again, we got to take it to the theater. So, here's another helpful tip. So the monsters can climb up the ladders. Yeah, so you got to be cautious and vigilant on every aspect and every corner that you go through in this game. So, okay, so here we are. We're coming across our first vent here, and as you can see, I don't see purple, so it's safe to cross over, because the minute you cross over his path, doesn't matter if you've got a box or it's just you or you're far away from him, he's got them long-ass arms, and he's going to grab you. Alright, so here's an example. So purple's right there, so I obviously can't go out that way. The other monster you deal with is orange, and we're currently in his cave. I'll show you where he's at right now. He is currently sleeping up on that edge there. Alright, there we go. You see that? So once in a good while, when you hear the little ding, 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 that means he comes out. Alright, so going into this far of the game, there's only 2 of us left. Not a lot of people survive Rainbow Friends, unfortunately. It can be challenging. Alright, so during this round, before the big escape part, the power is out. So you're going to have to find batteries around the map. And the one tool that you're given are these flashlights, so that way you can see through, you know, the hallways and areas as you're proceeding. Alright, skipping ahead here. Lights are back on. Yay, power's back on. So now we are going on to the final round of this game. And as you can see this, according to this, I'm the last surviving player on the map. So then, once you're back in here, grab your ticket, and then you're supposed to get a party hat as well, because it's a celebration. Woo! Okay, pay close attention to this part, because it can be quite tedious. So yeah, do not pop the balloons, and you know what? Take as much time as you need just to be careful, and depending on what platform you're on, I know this is kind of limited to where you can play Rainbow Friends on. So yeah, just be careful. And then you're supposed to come up to the chocolate cake, and then the balloon's supposed to pop, and then now he's gonna go after you. So then you gotta go through your stores whenever they open. Okay, there we go. So now you gotta bring that platform down like a ramp, but first you gotta move these big ass blocks out of the way in order for you to drop it down. It looks like you still gotta move a few trinkets here and there. Come on. And then that's when it comes after you. So now you're going through the vent. Escape away throughout the vent. And just like with most problems when it comes to some games, my avatar and camera decided to kind of mess up on me. And so Masculine Man just wanted to go into this one corner. I couldn't move or nothing. So, I mean, I guess there was really nothing I could do but just accept my fate. As you can see here, I've got my one and only rainbow friend. I got Orange. Orange is kind of, you know, really been left out on some occasions. So especially the second game, which I know we didn't cover today, but we'll cover next time. Barely even shown just one time in that game, which I think sucks. Don't you think that sucks? Yeah. They kind of left me out, guys. What the heck? Yeah, well, it sucks to make friends nowadays. I know. All right, Orange. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think? I think 10 out of 10. Nah, not 10 out of 10. I can't give it a perfect score. Well then, how about 9 out of 10? Okay, well that sounds better. How's about a 9 out of 10 here from Fraser Comics today for Rainbow Friends? Chapter 1, that is. I know for Chapter 2, he'll probably give it a 0 out of 10 because he's only shown up once. Yeah. Jerks. Yeah, I know. It's hard to make friends nowadays, you know. Can't really trust anyone, you know. Especially when you got Red running around, the scientist and Rainbow Friends, just kind of messing around with you guys. Yeah, I don't like that guy. Oh, well, there goes him. Alright, well anyway, but yeah. So, 9 out of 10 here from Fraser Comics over Rainbow Friends. Well, alright guys. This concludes our episode today, and for the season, excuse me, we're taking a season off after doing this for 32 straight episodes. But it will give us some time to work on other projects during the summer of 2025. Just stay tuned to what we got going on. We've currently got about 4 things going on this summer. So we're going to have to step back from doing our podcast for a little bit, but we'll be returning back in September of 2025, probably the latest last week, if not October. So, but again, just stay tuned and stay for updates on all of our social platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and I think I got all of them. I'm not too sure. There's about probably, 16 billion social medias out there now or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I do appreciate everyone for watching all 32 episodes. It's up on our playlist. Feel free to stream as all as you want. If like I said in some previous episodes, if there's an indie comic or an indie game out there that you would like to give a shout out to or refer to me to put on the show here, feel free to email me or again contact me on any of my social platforms. I'll be more than welcome to, get it on here. Put it on the schedule. I'll be looking to make a list for this next season for what I'm going to discuss on this show. So that, and again, that's for video games and for comic books, independent media. That's it. We're not doing no major company stuff or anything like that. But that's about what we're doing on this show. That's what we're about. So again, thank you to everyone. Stay tuned to Fraser's Indie Talk, and we'll see you next season. All right. So, see you later, guys.